roll tonight, for real. But I feel guided to do these readings, and I know that these readings are, you know, in demand and things that people do need help with and clarity with. So I'm glad to do it. So this is for situations where there's third-party energies. When I say third party, I don't simply just mean romantic, like third-party situations. I'm also referring to like family or friends or whatever. It could also be serial dater. So the person that you're dealing with, your divine counterpart or your love interest, does not have to be dating anybody exclusively. They could be a serial dater, have multiple options, multiple people that they're seeing or sleeping with. It could also be the same for you. You could also be in that boat as well. And then, you know, cheating situations, you could be dealing with a situation where you're with someone and they're, you know, cheating or whatever. This is only if you know they're cheating. I'm not about to dabble into that and be like, yeah, they're cheating. I'm not doing that. So if you already know what the deal is, that's for those that know. Take whatever situation resonates with you. And I'm going to appease both sides. I'm going to look at both the divine feminine, divine masculine that are in third-party situations or serial daters, cheaters, and all that other stuff. So, and I'm going to call them out, meaning like the personalities of these people, so you can kind of get a clue of who we're looking at. So let's look at this. I'm going to use my Archetype Oracle cards. I'm going to ask for like groups of 1 and 2 and 3. So group 1, what type of person are we dealing with? Are they operating from their low attributes or their shadow attributes? Group 1's people, shadow attributes. Group 2's people, shadow attributes. Group 3's people, light attributes. Okay, so I'm going to ask the Most High God to step through this reading and give us nothing but love and light, truth and clarity and divine guidance in this reading, that nothing will go without notice that needs to be revealed by the Most High God. And I also ask that any lower vibrational energies, any ego, I ask to put my ego aside, any energies that are not meant to be present in this reading, any energy reading, I call Archangel Michael to send those energies back to where they need to go, and that we are overly protected during this reading. I also ask the Most High God to send love and light to those who are in need of that energy. Anyone that comes here with love, light, and positivity, that be sent back to them tenfold. I also ask that anyone that comes with bad and ill intentions towards me, or just negative energies, that that energy be turned back to them tenfold, and that that energy mirror back to them. Most High God, thank you. All right, so let's tap into these energies. We're back. The camera messed up, which is always happening, or the stream shut off. Okay, so I pulled the addict for the group 1's person that they're dealing with. So let's see what group 2, who they're dealing with. The alchemist in reverse. Group 3, who are they dealing with? The advocate. So this is the personalities of these people. So group 1's people, you have the addict, and this is their shadow. It says, compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over their inner spirit, or over your inner spirit. So you could be dealing with a person who has addictive behaviors. They don't like to be called out for their addictive behaviors either. They'll get mad at you if you tell them that they need to stop doing this, or, you know, this is unhealthy for you, and this could be coming from a loving space, but they push against it. They're not willing to cleanse and clear. They're not willing to give up their bad habits or some addictive patterns or something that they are addictive to, period. They're not willing to let that go. That's who you're dealing with right now. The shadow attributes is which this group number 2, this person you're dealing with. They misuse their power. It says misuse of the power and knowledge that comes through spiritual practice. So they could be very spiritual, but they could be using their powers for wrong reasons. They could be utilizing ways, like I said in some of these readings, I'm telling you, everybody is like, people that have been into like spirituality and into magic and spell work and all that stuff, this isn't new to them, but there's people that like are now finally like opening up to it and looking at it as like Disney fairy tale stuff, like some Harry Potter stuff, and thinking that It's part of this new age stuff. So they're new to it. So the fact that this is going on, some people are just not aware that people have been into this stuff. So I don't even know if this is somebody's divine counterpart. This could just be somebody's space filler for the time, or somebody that's here to teach them lessons. But this person is using like magic against people's will, or they're utilizing like some manipulative behavior, like utilizing their gifts basically against people. And what I mean by that, it could be as far as utilizing what they know to mislead someone, or just being like a player and like knowing how to use the right words and the right formula to like get someone's attention. And that's what they're doing. Then you have the Advocate, and this person in group number 3 is coming from their light attribute. It says, inspires you to put compassion into action. So this is a person who's like more of a lover than a fighter. They're very compassionate for others, and they want others to succeed, and they want others to grow, and they're about love, and they're about unity. So that's where this person is coming from. So group number 3. Okay. So let's see what the situation is right now. What is the situation right now? The 10 of Arrows, which is the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the Empress, the 4 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Arrows, which is the 2 of Swords. Okay. So, okay. So, what I'm getting with this energy is someone is juggling between like, okay, so you got the 2 of Pentacles here, and that stands out to me. You also have the 3 of Wands. Got the 2 of Swords that stands out to me. The Empress that also, and the 4 of Pentacles, pretty much everything. So someone is in conflict mentally with the 10 of Swords over this situation, this like triangle, or like these multiple people involved. They're stressed out about this. And when you look at this 2 of Pentacles card, I don't know if you can really see it, but he's juggling 2 coins. One of the hearts are filled and one of the hearts are not. So to me, that's like, and the coin that does not have the heart filled, it's falling off, like he's letting it go. It's rolling off of his arm, and he's upholding one of the other pentacles. Now, what that means to me is that someone in this picture is like juggling between 2 things that had value at some point, or different levels of value, or different aspects of value. One of them holds value in the heart space. The other is kind of like shallow, no depth, no emotion, no connectedness. And that's what is being let go of. With the 3 of Pentacles, it's kind of like, or the 3 of Swords, or sorry, what the hell am I at? The 3 of Wands. With that energy, I feel like this is a person trying to make a decision about what they want to move forward with. So there's also distance too. There's some distance energy involved. I do feel like someone has a family. Someone is involved with a woman or man that they have kids with. But I'm getting, whatever the case may be, there's a person that someone's about to get ghosted on. Meaning someone's about to leave a person because they see that this person really holds no value to them. They're starting to become a distant memory, or they're distancing themselves from this person who, it's like the superficial energy. Like this person's very superficial. They have nothing to offer other than maybe good looks, maybe good sex or something. Or it was all about what it looks like on the outside, or the benefits of it, like the superficiality. And it's like this man is going ghost on this woman. So they're deciding to put these empty coins, like these pentacles that really don't hold anything, any value. Someone may want to have a family with someone. Someone, because you got the emperor with her emperor, or the empress with her emperor, or vice versa, the emperor with his empress. But someone wants this wholeness. They want that nurturing home. They don't care about this. Oh my God. I'm trying to channel too much energy. Like, let me slow down. Okay, so the empress. You see, she's a little thick. You know, she's a little thick, and she's obviously pregnant. And this woman here is just like all glammed up and stuff. But it's just like, the energy's different. It's more wholesome. It's more down to earth. It's more real on this side. Over here, it's just like this fakeness. Okay. For some of you that this might be very specific, I'm gonna just like, this may not resonate with everybody, but this may not resonate with everybody. Let me charge my device. That's why it's pausing. Come on, boo. Come on. Okay. So everybody may not be on board, but I feel like this might be for specific people. So you guys may be dealing with a person that is like into only lighter skinned women, and like that was the look or something, and that was like this superficial interest. Maybe you were dealing with a guy like that. I talked to I hope she doesn't mind if she's watching this. I hope she doesn't mind. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but I have a client that is dealing with a guy who she was like, I don't know why he's interested in me, because like all his exes and all the girls that he talks to, they're lighter skinned women and I'm dark skinned. So I don't know like what's the deal, but it has nothing to do with that. And even if you're on the opposite side where you feel like a guy is, and I have another friend, I have a story for everything, because like, I feel like spirit brings up certain experiences and certain conversations for a reason. So this is coming up. I have a friend, she's biracial. She's like lighter skinned. And she says that it turns her off when guys would always come to her and tell her that the reason they're attracted to her and she's so beautiful because she's light skinned. She said that turns her off and that makes her feel bad about herself. So you could be on either sides of that, where you were dealing with a person who was caught up in those things, or you don't understand why this person would be interested in you because of the differences in you or whatever. But when it comes to spiritual connections, like, you're not going to be attracted to your usual type. That doesn't mean that the attraction is not there. I think people get misconstrued with that. What it means is that you're attracted to this person and you're like, that's what captures your attention because they're not your type. It's not like you're forcing yourself. It's never going to be like you're forced to be attracted to somebody you're not attracted to. That's not what it is. That's not superficial to be attracted to somebody. That's never superficial. If it's only superficial when you're like, oh, she got to be like this, or he can only be like this, and he can only be like that, or she has to look like this. That's superficial. But to want to be attracted to your mate is not superficial. But what spirit does is they'll bring someone into your life who's not your usual type, but you'll be drawn to them, you'll be attracted to them, and you don't understand it, you don't know why. And it's not because they're ugly, it's not because of nothing like that. It's just, you just never saw yourself being attracted to someone, or you never met anyone like them. And that's the catch to get you, in a good way. So I feel like that should even be more so of a flatteration when someone is into you because of your differences. You don't look like everybody they've talked to. And vice versa. I'm sure this other person is not your type either. But that's the beauty of it. Anyway, moving on. So that's what I'm getting with this. So with the Two of Swords being here, this person, it's like a double message with this Two of Swords. I see this person wanting to leave this other party behind, and it kind of hurts this person because I feel like they do have love, like it's a genuine care for a person, like they would never want to hurt another person, but the love, the soul love is not there. Also, this card looks like a person that's watching another person sleep. So some of you guys are not aware that this person is like still into you, still watching you, still cares about you in the midst of all of this energy. Okay. Breathe, y'all. I don't know if y'all scared. Are y'all scared of like what's gonna come out? Like, I don't know. I feel like this anxiety, like I did in the other reading. that I did. The separation energy. It's the same anxiousness, like the same anxiety. Like, breathe, y'all. Y'all making me nervous. Or somebody's energy is making me nervous. Whoa. These cards flew out. This is the genesis of the situation. So some parts may resonate and some parts may not, but just take what resonates with you. So you got the Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, excuse me, the Seven of Wands, the Magician in reverse, the King of Swords, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. So how this all started. This connection could have like snuck up on you very unexpectedly. It could have been like at a time of chaos in your life, or this person could have been going through a chaotic time. I kind of feel like someone lied about something in the beginning. Like someone wasn't always honest, and I feel like it was this person. They weren't always forthcoming. But I do feel like this person has like a troubling past, whoever this person is you're dealing with. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like this person at some point got tired of the life that they were living. They wanted to be an honest person. Like this could be a person that was into like violent behavior, gang violence, lies, stealing, you know, kind of just living a life that's not honest, basically. Or just causing havoc in their life. They could have been the type of person that was like hanging around with the wrong people, gossip, fights. Just this person had a troubling past, and I feel like they were praying, because this guy is on his knees praying. He wants to get out of this chaotic behavior with the Magician and turn around from his like deceptive ways, I feel. With the King of Swords, there's a lot of swords here. This could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person, by the way. Could also be a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, Sag, and a water sign specifically with the Knight of Cups. But the Magician is Gemini and Pisces, so this could be a Pisces person specifically. But I feel with the Knight of Swords that this person wasn't always forthcoming and honest. They know that they need to be forthcoming and honest. And then with the Two of Wands in reverse, I feel like this person was still like kind of stuck as to how they would want to turn their life around. And then here you came with the Knight of Cups, with this cup of love. It could have been you showed them something very different, and you tried to give and open up to this person. I feel like you did this boldly and courageously. I was about to say creatively, but it could be creatively. You got the Eight of Cups at the bottom and the Six of Pentacles at the top. So you gave to this person in a way that they've never been given love before. They didn't know how to handle it. I feel like this is a wounded person coming in to receive love. This person could have approached you and kind of stumbled upon you and what you had to offer and what you had to give. I don't do reverses, so I don't even know how these cards came up reverse. I must have shuffled them funny or something. I don't know why they came up reverse, but they did. So let's see where things are presently between you guys now. Where is this situation at now? The Magician again. The Knave of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. The Four of Wands. And the Knave of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. Okay. So let's see where they're at with you. Versus if there's another person or multiple parties involved, or if they're like a serial dater or whatever. So where are they at with you versus the other energies? Knave of Cups, which is the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot. Where are they at with this other party? They have the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get in this. So the overall energy with this is, I feel like this person, it's almost, these two cards came out in the separation energy with the Magician and the Knave of Pentacles. So I feel like they're trying to manifest some sort of date or something, like a meetup, or they're trying to get it in. Don't make no mistake that they're not trying to have sex, but it doesn't have to be like that first, like after you guys meet up, like the first meetup you guys have, or first meetup after a while. It doesn't have to be that that's their aim. For some of them, it could be that that's what they're, like, they're open for it, or some of them that is their aim. But I'm not getting like it's in a malicious or like sneaky intent, but it seems like they do want to manifest some sort of like date or something, or going out. They're trying to manifest it for sure. They know what they're doing, or that's the strongest desire that they have right now when it comes to you. Or it's one of their strongest desires that they have out in the universe right now. With the Four of Wands, they do want to come together. They do want to unite with you in some way. And it does involve sex for a lot of you. There's a lot of wands here, the Four of Wands and the Page of Wands. They could be coming at you hot and heavy with some messages. They might even insinuate like something sexual. It could just be a flirty message. It could be flirting with you through conversations and touching you a lot. It could be phone calls, text messages, direct messages, some sort of flirting in some way, like trying to show you that they're interested. Most of these men have their eyes closed, so they could be fantasizing about this stuff too. If it's a woman, they're also wanting the same thing. They want you to come on to them. They want you to like chase after them in a way. They too fantasize about like some sort of like sexy dinner or something. Like they have sex on the brain too. Like don't make no mistake. And if you're and more than likely divine feminine energies, and when I call it a her, don't take offense. I'm talking about, you know, the males too that identify with feminine energy. So take what resonates. Let's see where they're at with you though, specifically. And also too, just pops up to me, they're still getting it in with other people. So if it's like their boyfriend, their girlfriend, their husband, their wife, or some main chick that they mess around with but don't claim, they're still having sex with them. Or it could be multiple women or men that they're still sleeping with. Because I do get that vibe. Like every person in this card looks different. So they're getting it in. Male or female, he or she is getting it in. So the Knight of Cups, or the Page of Cups, sorry, the Knave of Cups is the Page, and the Two of Cups and the Chariot. There's a lot of water energy in this card. So there's a lot of emotion on this side of things. So when it comes to you, I feel like this person is having the hardest time to find the right words to say to you. They're trying to come up with some sort of plan. They're trying to manifest an avenue to come in, or if they're already in your life, they're trying to find the right words to say to you in the right moment to pursue you in some aspect, or to tell you something or to do something. But I feel like they want to express themselves to you because this guy is writing and he's frustrated. So this could be creatively speaking, like they have to use their creativity with this one, or this is just like them trying to figure out what's in their heart and what do they want to say. There's a black cat in the back. So again, that magical energy, that manifesting energy. There's something that could be manifesting during this Virgo full moon, because that's the time that I'm recording this. But if you guys are watching it any other time, it can still resonate. They're trying to manifest something. They got the pink candles. This could be love. Like, I'm telling, how many times I gotta say, it's like spirit is just like keep just buzzing this in my ear. Like, females, male, it doesn't matter. Your divine masculine, as you call it, is a manifester. We all are, but they are a heavy manifester. They know what they're doing. They play with magic. They play with like occult sciences, metaphysics. They know their power. They know how to manifest things. They know how to set intentions. This person knows, like, they do this. This is what they do. They're a magician. I keep getting that. I wouldn't keep pulling the magician card if it wasn't true. And I'm seeing like all these candles. There's candles here. It's a candle with a man and a woman, I think, tangled up together. Or it's a woman. It's like a goddess candle. Like they're trying to manifest a divine. I'm just telling you, like, they know how to use, like, they're doing visualizations. They're writing sigils or petition. They know what they're doing. I don't know. If they're not doing it on their own, they're asking people to help them do it, or they just naturally just know how to manifest, like very high vibration. They know, like, they're very powerful. That's what I'm saying. So they could be using it in good or bad ways, but I would hope good. But that's what they're doing, and they're trying to come together with you. They want you, though. And I'm not just saying that because it sounds cute or it's to appease people. That's exactly what I pull. Y'all see me shuffle. I'm live streaming this, even though it's a private live stream. I can't pause it. So there's no way that I can manipulate the cards. You see, this is the Two of Cups. You got the Knave, which is the Page, and you have the Two of Cups, which is the Two of Chalices. That's what it is. This person wants to be with you. They want to connect with. They want what you want, basically, with them. The Chariot card is they want to move forward, but it's kind of like they're just figuring out how to do it. Now, some of you guys could be already sleeping together. Some of you guys may already live together, or you guys have an active like dating situation with this person already. They're still trying to figure out what to do. Or this could be a metaphor that you're asleep to the fact that they're planning something, like you're not completely aware what's going on behind the scenes. And this is like a big factor. This person is planning something. This is a major arcana card. This person is planning something. Even more so if you guys are Cancers, this could resonate more with you. If you guys are Cancers, or you guys have Cancers in your chart, or the person you are talking about, or I'm talking about for you, or whatever you're interested in dealing with, they have Cancer in their chart. All right. Where they're at with these other parties, there's no, it's all practical, it's all mental, it's all logical. There's no heart in this. You have Eight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So that's earth energy. Very practical. This is like that tradition, what they're used to. This person is like, they have more than one person that they're interested in or that they're messing around with at this time. They can be partaking in like threesomes. You know, they could be into that, or they're just into like juggling multiple women. If this is a woman that you're dealing with, she's probably, you know, doing some freaky shit too. But just living her life, living her best life. But the energy that I'm getting with this is that with this divine masculine energy, really, I feel this is them being bored with this type of women, like this type of stuff, like men or women, like they're tired of the same old, same old. They might even be dealing with a person that knows a little thing or two about magic too, and utilizing it on them. Because you see this like hearts with pins in it. Like they might even be like revengeful and wanting to get this person back, because they're not only are they not being faithful to them, if this is their main woman or man, they're not being faithful to them, but it's not just you that they are dabbling with. This person knows that they're not faithful, period. And I feel like they want to make them pay, or make them pay for not making them the one. Whether they're doing like magic tricks and spells, or they just doing like revengeful things to get back at this person. That's something that I feel they're doing. With the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Swords energy, I feel like this person is like, they don't know how to let this person go. They feel stuck, or they don't know how to let this mentality go of like, I need more than one. I need, you know, I'm not satisfied with just one person, or it's a routine of like messing with the same type of woman or man. They're bored with it. The Hierophant, he represents commitment and traditions and dedications, but in this instance, he doesn't look like the traditional type of monogamous relationship. He's living his best life. So it could be that he's not used to being monogamous, and now he wants to switch that tradition into being monogamous, or she, whatever resonates with you. But they're having a hard time with fighting this devil energy. Like they're having a hard time with breaking free of this addiction that they have. It could be addicting behavior to fast women, or to player type, pimp type guys or something. You know what I mean? Like they're having a hard time with fighting this. If this is your divine feminine energy, she may have been trying to manifest the wrong type of men in her life, like trying to manifest the wrong type of partner, and it just hasn't been suiting her, especially if she's an air sign woman. If it's an air sign woman that they're dealing with that they can't get rid of, even more so. And some of her tricks made this Eight of Swords feeling like they can't get loose or they can't let this person go. Could be from the fact that she's been doing things to them and on them, knowingly or unknowingly. Okay. I should have pulled the After Tarot, but I didn't. I should have got it. It's like in my box of decks and I don't feel like looking for it. So I'm going to use this deck still, and I'm going to ask the Most High God, like, what is going to come out of this energy? Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my karma cards because I want to see, like, what kind of karma is being created from this energy. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so it goes houses, planets. So houses, planets, and signs. How did Mars get Jupiter, Uranus? How did I don't know how this got mixed up. Somebody was probably messing with my cards. Okay. I believe that's how it goes. I believe it goes planets and signs. So, okay. So let's see what type of karma that they are creating. Or what karma is being created out of these situations. So you have the 6th house. The 6th house. Planets. Let's see what planet we get. The sun. And what sign? What sign? Oh, come on. Aquarius. Okay. I gotta figure out which way this goes in because I think I'm doing it wrong. So it goes planets, signs, and houses. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay. So planets, signs, and houses. Okay. So it says, on the spiritual level, what karma is this creating? It says the creation of genius to experience with service to others. So on a spiritual level, I feel like what Spirit is saying is that it kind of like through whatever they're creating or manifesting through these connections, it's like they're experimenting. And in a way, they're kind of learning different aspects of people, learning what they desire and what they don't desire. So they had to go through these type of connections because it gives them this clarity of what they're really seeking in the heart and in the soul. Mentally, what is this creating karmically? It says the gaining of respect for or from the discovery of what is good for us. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you. I get it. That makes perfect sense. So yeah, they're gaining respect for the experiences or from their experiences, from discovering exactly what they want and what they don't want, what is of their highest good and what is not of their highest good. So this, everything is, Spirit doesn't allow things unless they're meant to go down, you know, because they serve us in all that ways, whether it's a good or bad experience as we perceive it to be, but they're all beneficial experiences, basically. So what is this creating in the physical? Okay, it says things brought to life or light resulting from the eccentricity of your work. So things brought to life resulting from the... So they are very eccentric people. They're not traditional beings, and either are we watching. We're very different people. We're not traditional in any way. We're all unique. We're like, most of us are black sheeps. But I feel like their different types of lifestyle and experiences sheds light on things that they need to work on. It can also represent their growth, whether that's the lack thereof, or, you know, expanding their growth. So all in all, what this is telling me is like, this is stuff that's meant to happen. Aquarius energy is like that studious, that learning very valuable lessons. The sun is illumination, but it can also represent the ego and kind of like what we show to the world. Okay, the 6th house is like service work. It could be in career sector or whatever. I'm not that really good with astrology. I'm just going off of some of what I know, but I'm more so reading this intuitively, and that's what I'm getting. Like, this is serving a purpose. This is serving a purpose. So this is the karma that's being created through this energy. All right. Okay. Do I want to pull more? I'm not going to pull like future outcomes necessarily, because everybody's situation is unique and different. But I can tell you that this person, they want to change up their situation. They don't want to deal with what they're dealing with anymore. They're not interested in that stuff because they've outgrown it. It was a part of a lesson. It was an experience that they had to go through to really figure out themselves. It's like a soul-searching situation. I can guarantee you that there's things and people that you were interested in and dealing with, people you hung out with, that now you looked at the situations and you've outgrown them. You don't see how you ever resonated or, you know, where you came from with that. But now you've learned that everything makes sense. Everything aligns. Every experience you had matters. It's all a part of the divine plan. So let's see what the romance angels have to say. And I'll pull like a bonus card for you guys. Let's see advice. Let's see advice for those watching dealing with these situations. You know what? Actually, I'm not done going in, because I'm gonna let y'all know I don't think everybody's innocent, okay? Because no, I'm just playing with y'all. But I do feel that some of you guys are getting a little anxious and you don't really know if you can hang tight anymore, and I get it. So which cards I want? I'm trying to figure out like what cards I resonate at this time, because I like to switch up. I like to switch up the energies. Divine Spirit, lead me to the perfect deck. I think I know which deck I want to use. Vice versa, boo. Vice versa deck, boo. Okay. So those of you who are divine feminines that are not, that are kind of like looking at their divine masculine as like, oh, he's in the third party, or she's in a third party, or they're dealing with multiple people, and you are like trying to stay, you know, do the right thing or whatever. Let's see like where your stance is. Those of you who feel like you're not on the other end, like out there just thotting and bopping. Okay. So you got the Wheel, the 2 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. So some of these same cards came out, but in different decks. So I feel like it's kind of all like making, you know, like a story, or it resonates with the other aspects of the situation. So with the Wheel of Fortune, you guys are kind of like juggling between like, is this meant for me or is it not? Is this something that I need to just let go of because I'm not seeing the fruits of this, or I feel kind of lost? Some of you guys kind of feel like, again, it's just a situation where you just win to lose. Like, you feel like you have this opportunity, and then when you get it, it's like it goes to shit, or someone breaks your heart and kind of leaves you feeling, you know, disempowered. So some of you guys are like confused what you should do. I don't feel like any of you guys have been messing around, but maybe in the course of this journey, maybe you did, you know, see other people, or you tried to see other people and it always failed. It didn't work. 2 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's kind of like you have this dream or this desire in the back of your heart of this divine love connection, but you choose to turn away from it by focusing on yourself, and it's kind of like in the midst of the darkness. It's very hard to you know, but Spirit wants you to come from this place, not this place, like in this darkness, like, oh, I'm all I got, I'm going to be lonely forever, or, you know, let me just point my attention away from this and just focus on overindulging and focus on work or focus on spending and whatever else or other whatever is a distraction for you. Because I feel that you're very fruitful and you're very blessed, and it's not that you can't have love. It's like, it's the way that you're looking at things. Your perception of things is a little off. The Knight of Cups. So when you're in this state here, because I feel like this is where Spirit's trying to get you to, out of this dark energy, because the thing that you need to know is that anything that didn't work out was just not meant for you, whether it was at the time or just period, it's not meant for you, and it's never a loss. I feel when you turn your attention back to yourself in a positive manner and you give to yourself in a positive light, not in ways to distract yourself, not as pity parties or whatever, it's you're really genuinely content and happy with yourself and your life, and you feel blessed and you have a sense of gratitude, and you know that you're deserving of all thy things that you desire for yourself that are of your highest good, is when that love comes in, or when this person has a person that has something to offer you can come in, and you'll be able to discern whether or not you take that or you leave it. You got the Four of Swords. So right now, like, what's for you, it's just not right now. Because I feel like someone that's for you kind of has to learn to, like, they're mastering something within themselves, or they're doing a lot of heavy contemplating and thinking within themselves. Like, they're not in the space that they want to be. They're in a dark place as well. They want to get out of it, and I feel like they are getting out of it. This is actually where they need to be right now, because they're not really fully ready to step in. If you're not ready, they're not ready. So I don't see y'all like fighting and bopping. I don't see that energy here. Let's see. The Devil card. You guys might have the temptation to, like, yeah, sneak away and like do something stupid. I don't know why that's coming out. I didn't mean to say it like that, like in a mean way, but that's how I'm getting it. Now you got the Moon in this position. It's in a different position now. So you got a lot of major arcana cards. So be very mindful of like getting into situations with people to pass time. Which is kind of like you're building karma for yourself. Two wrongs don't make a right. So if you're doing this out of revenge because the person that you want, or the person that you're in love with, or the person that you say is your divine counterpart or whatever is doing, you know, God knows what, or you know about it and you're jealous and you want to just forget about them, don't do it in a spiteful manner, because two wrongs don't make a right. And I feel if you genuinely feel guided to embark on a new relationship or connection, then that's your free will. And I feel like make sure that you're in the right space with doing that. Like, this is really what you are guided to do, because if you're coming from a lower vibrational and this is the energy of you feeling stuck and like it's hopeless and I'm just gonna do this, you're gonna feel it's kind of like you're with the Moon card. I feel like Spirit saying don't shuffle. Okay, with the Moon card, this is like a deceptive energy. You got the Devil card, you have the Seven of Swords and the Moon. This is deceptive energy, and the Eight of Swords. Spirit is already telling you, like, don't bind yourself in something that you'll regret later. You'll just have to work through another lesson. You might have to clean and clear. I don't feel like, it's not saying that you need to be lonely, but you could be tempted to get into a situation with the wrong person, because lower energies feed off of sadness and desperation, and, you know, just being in a lower vibration and being angry, being resentful, being sad, feeling sorry for yourself. You're going to attract, you're going to put yourself in the devil's like playground, the courtyard, to be preyed upon by someone who's going to teach you a little lesson, and you might regret it later. So unless you feel genuinely guided to start a new connection with someone, make sure that it's somebody that's in a good space within themselves, and they're not just something that's tempting and looks good for the moment, because that's something you're going to regret later, I feel, honestly. Two wrongs don't make a right. I'm not telling you that you can't get your groove back or whatever, but just be discerning with what you do. Okay. All right. So with that, during this third-party situation, what needs to be healed during these energies, during these times of these types of situations or connections where there's other parties involved, where there's people in the way, or, you know, they're still doing their thing and it hurts. Like, let's keep it 100. I'm sure it hurts. Like, this person, they're not wanting to commit. They're still talking to you. They're talking to other people or sleeping with other people. Or it could be that this person has another partner or whatever. And it could very well hurt you. So let's see what needs to be healed through all of this. Selling out with sadness at the bottom. So selling out, this woman looks like she's hungry. She's hungry for attention. She's hungry and thirsty for love and affection. She looks dead. It's like she's like in a trance. So it could be that you need to heal this energy of like selling yourself short. Some of you guys like trying to appease this other person by doing things that you normally wouldn't do, and you know it's not respectful to who you are. It's not true to who you are. For some, it could be trying to be something you feel like they want you to be, or trying to create or mask yourself as like, oh, this is what they're into, let me try to match that. Some of you guys are a little bit above and beyond that. Like, that's not what you're doing. Like, you don't want to be like this other person. I feel like that's what sets you apart. You don't have to sell yourself short. You don't have to sell out to be with this person. Being yourself is enough. And if this is your true divine counterpart that you're thinking about, you know, wondering about, then this person will love you unconditionally for who you are. Especially if they're, you know, this person doesn't usually deal with your type, and they have this connection to you, and you both are, you know, in this connection together. There's something about it that stands out. There's a reason for that. And I'm not saying that every person that you deal with that's not your type is your divine counterpart, because I've been with people and dealt with people that are not my usual type either, and had some very, you know, interesting experiences and connections. So it doesn't always mean that. But if you're looking at this as like this comparison, or you question yourself, because the Empress, when you're in your higher vibration, you know that nobody compares to you, and you are special and you are unique in many ways. You know that you have much more to offer than your body, than your beauty, or what you have, and what, you know, this type of stuff, what you make and what you do for a living. You know you have more to offer than that. Okay, so what the book says, the card, it says, your integrity and inner strength are being severely tested. You have an opportunity to act either fear or love. Where in your life are you selling out or acting out of integrity? Are you in a job you hate? Are you living in a toxic environment and making yourself sick in the pursuit of financial security? This card asks you to find the courage to stand up for your convictions and take steps towards doing what you love. Selling out is linked to the shadow aspect of the prostitute archetype. When you connect to this archetype, you can examine your fears around survival, power, responsibility, and success. On the light side, the prostitute can lead you to freedom, self-expression, choice, and love. Okay. The actions, it says, you have to make a choice about whether you will use your power, talents, and abilities for selfishness and exploitation, or the higher good. Take a few steps and focus on your body. Take a few deep breaths. Did I say steps? I think I said steps, but take a few deep breaths and focus on your body. Become conscious of where in your body you feel like you are losing your energy and your power. Place your hands on that part of your body. Visualize your prostitute archetype. It can look similar to this card or a darker version of you. Ask this archetype to show you where in your life are you selling out. Become aware of how this affects various areas of your life and your physical and emotional health. Ask your prostitute aspect to help you regain your inner strength and make empowering decisions. So, yeah, in some way, especially with this situation where it's like another person involved or there's multiple people involved. Don't sell yourself short. If you feel like you're slaving and trying to make someone see how special you are and valuable you are, more than likely this is not the person for you. Or it's just like you need to respect this person's experiences and decisions at this time and move on and focus on your own life experiences or decisions. You can't force someone to see you or be with you. You can't force this person to leave relationships. You can't force this person to not want to date and do whatever they do. If you feel like they're disrespecting you, that's another part of selling yourself out, and where you're not owning your power and where you're not setting those boundaries. You're allowing people to cross the line with you. That's another way of selling out. So that's another thing that needs to be healed, because it could be showing you in other ways how you're allowing other people to do the same exact thing to you, these behaviors. It might be a tough pill to swallow, but I'd rather be real and honest and point the things out that can help you and free you from something. So that's what I'm getting with that. Okay, so now we can pull the advice card. And a part of unconditional love, regardless if it's your divine counterpart or a person that may not be your divine counterpart, but you love them, you got to have unconditional love, period, and just in life in general, just period. And unconditional love is respecting a person's decisions to live their life how they want to live it, experience their journey how they wish to live it, because you never know that they might, you know, they need to go through these experiences and these connections maybe to learn. And as they say, thank the previous person for preparing them for you, that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure that there's people that you have been with that have prepared you and helped you to grow and help you to become more of yourself each day and learn more about what you want and what you don't want and what you deserve and what you don't deserve. So it's like, respect people's journeys and experiences. Don't try to force things or don't try to break things up that just need to play out. Be respectful. If it's for you, it will be for you. If it's not, then what's for you will be. Period. You'll free yourself and you'll save yourself a lot more trouble when you think from a place of openness and not so much expectation, and more faith and trust. So let's go ahead and see what the advice is. Okay, so you have true love. It says, this is a romance of a lifetime. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So the advice is, for true love, I feel like Spirit wants you to tap into the energy of that true love that you wish to manifest, and work on the prayers and work on the affirmations, the visualizations, and whatever you feel like helps conjure that energy of what you wish to attract. And I feel like it's more so of focusing on, if you feel guided to focus on something specific or a person specifically, then that's, you know, that's your free will. I feel like this is tapping into the energy of true love, like that romance of a lifetime that you're really seeking, really tapping into that energy and really asking God clearly and telling God what it is that you want, or the universe or your angels, so that they can bring that to you and take the proper steps that you feel guided to take when it comes to love. And also it can represent that, you know, true love, I feel like true love is like there for you. It's there, whether it's with the person that's already in your life or it's someone that's coming into your life, what have you, it's there. And I feel like you need to allow people to show you that love. You could be blocking this love from coming in. You could be asking, it could be right there behind you and you don't see it, or it could be coming in for you and you could be blocking it based upon not allowing things to just flow, or maybe lacking the motivation to do things that you need to do that Spirit's asking of you. It could be as simple as you cleaning out your closet, that will lead you to your partner. It could be as simple as eating healthy and cleansing. You never know what leads you. Whatever Spirit's asking of you, I feel like it plays a part in this. It plays a role in this. Another thing is that I feel like Spirit is telling you that you'll know that it's true, that you really have mastered and called in your divine counterpart when this person gives to you. This person wants to give to you. And I don't mean like, of course you're going to have everybody Not everybody, but of course you're going to have people that are going to want to give and want to share and open up with you. But it's a mutual exchange. It's a mutual exchange. Both of you equally give and share with each other. For some of you, I feel like you're kind of preventing people from showing you love, especially your divine counterpart. If they're presently in your life, you could be blocking this person from giving to you because of fear, vulnerability, and opening up. You kind of are afraid of genuineness. It's hard for you to discern certain things. It could be you're feeling like this is too good to be true. This person possibly couldn't love me, or possibly couldn't be interested in me, or really mean what they say. That's for some of you. For others of you, this could be when this person comes, you might not be able to reciprocate or even receive fully this person because of those thoughts. Like, I'm not good enough, or I don't know how this person could even look at me, or I don't know if I can trust this situation because not, who acts like this? Who is that genuine? Who is that loving? And that's something you got to work on within yourself. But a lot of you, I feel like love is right behind you. Love is right in front of you. Love is right around the corner. But if it's true love, this person will take the steps that they need to take, and so will you. Both of you guys have to both want this. It can't be a one-sided thing. And if it is one-sided where a person refuses to show you the love, that's not your divine counterpart. It's like, know the difference between true love and a fight where both of you fight together and work on yourselves, versus a situation where it's like one person's fighting and the other person is like resisting and running. That's not your counterpart, more than likely. It's not. You don't have to force anything that's for you to be. It just will be. It just is. And that's not to say you won't come across challenges and blockages, but when you work through those challenges and blockages, you'll start to see that things start to just unfold naturally. Things just happen. Things flow. Things line up for you. That's a sign that you're on the right path. But if it's something that's not for you, you'll continue to hit roadblocks, resistances, ups and downs, where it's just not, you just know when something's not meant to be, but you try to force it to be, and you want it to be so bad, and you're miserable. That's not for you. That's not God putting you through that. Sometimes we do these, we have to, and we go through these roadblocks, and every journey is a lesson. So it's not to say that you're not learning, but honestly, both people have to be reciprocated of the energy. I can't stress that enough. I feel it's too many times, and I'm saying this to myself too, because there's been times where I try to force things to be so bad because I wanted it to be. And it was like, and I knew in my heart, I always knew in my heart that it was not meant for me, but I wanted it to be, and I wanted to see it differently. And it was always like roadblocks and resistances that would come up, either from the person or just things would just get in the way that would prevent things from happening. And that's how I knew that it wasn't for me. Now, if I can take it in another context outside of love, I can say the same thing. There's certain things that I wanted in my life that were not meant for me. And there's certain things that I knew were for me because of the way that I manifested it. And I had to go through, some challenges to get there. But I noticed, like, in the end, it always manifested. It would always work out. Things would always align better than I expected. So there's a difference between what's for you and what isn't for you. You shouldn't have to force things to be. If it's for you, it's going to manifest. Of course, we got to do some work to get there. Go through some road bumps and challenges, but we always get there. So if it's for you, you'll know. You don't have to force it. You don't have to control anything. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to make someone believe that it's them, or it's not, like, that's not true love. I'm just saying. So I hope that makes sense, you guys. Follow your own heart. Respect other people's energies and wishes. If you truly love a person, even if that's not your person, but you love this person, you will respect them unconditionally. If you had anger and resentment towards a person because they won't do what you want them to do, and they won't do this, and it's human nature to get upset, of course, but if you resent that person and you're trying to force them to leave somebody, or you're trying to force them to be with you, that's not unconditional love. That's conditional. That's ego. That's fear. That's codependency. That's not real love. So it's kind of like you have to check your energy. And if you're dealing with another person that is forcing you to be something you're not, trying to manipulate you, trying to control you, abuse you mentally, verbally, that's not your divine counterpart either. Some people say, I don't know how true this is, but some people say that your divine counterpart can be a narcissist at some point, or have narcissistic behaviors or tendencies, or, you know, due to other things in their life, trauma and whatnot. And that can be true. But I guarantee you one thing is that Spirit's not going to allow that. Spirit's not going to allow that to go down. This person would have to be healing through those things and actively want to release those things. If this person is a pure asshole, narcissistic person, and they're not willing to change and they don't respect you, that's more than likely not your partner. But I'll tell you, like, you got to have unconditional love. And I'm not just speaking on this. I hope I'm not ranting too much. I just feel guided to say these things. We have to love everybody unconditionally. We have to let people live their own lives and their own journeys. We can't judge each other. You know, we might think we know what's best for one person or this person, but at the end of the day, we really don't. You know, you guys are all unique. I can only share what I'm getting and through cards and through my own experiences. But at the end of the day, we all have our own unique journeys. We have to follow our own intuition, our own discernments, our own guidance. So yeah. So I'm telling myself this too, that I'm just like, it's like a revelation. Like, I've been through so many different situations and experiences when it comes to love. And since being on this journey and this divine counterpart stuff, twin flame, soulmate stuff, all this different stuff, that I think it started back in 2012 actually. But just like seeing everything, I thought that this and that person was the one and this and that. And I had to learn through codependency. I had to learn through rejection. I had to learn through lack of self-love and lack of self-worth through these connections that I was trying to force to be, and like trying to get someone to see and recognize, like, you know, don't you see, like, and I did it for like a long time. And this person was narcissistic though. Like he wouldn't tell me to like stop. Like, I think he liked it. He was feeding off of the fact that I was into him and I was giving him all this attention and energy. He was feeding off of that. It was never reciprocated. He played a lot of games. So that at the time, everybody was like, no, that's your twin flame and blah, blah, blah. And that was not my twin flame. That was a narcissistic person. So I had to let that go. I have still healed for that. I'm still healing from that energy. Then there was another person that came in soonly after I was like, I'm done with this person. I'm not dealing with him anymore. I blocked him on social media, stopped talking to him, wished him a happy birthday, cut him off, and it was just crazy. But another person came in, and I thought that was, and Spirit tried to cut that off. And I had to experience that codependency, like, trigger again, and rejection and self-worth and jealousy and insecurity stuff. All of that came up with that connection. So it came back around again, and there was more that I had not yet learned. And I was trying to force that to be, but there was always some blockages. Like, it wasn't flowing. Like, it just wasn't meant to happen. So again, that also taught me what love is and what love was not. So yeah, it's crazy. I hope my messages, like, I hope my experiences and like me sharing my stories help people, because it's therapeutic for me too. It's like helping me realize things and help me to release at the same time. But yeah, so it helps me to see things, and I'm trying to see things with my heart more and more every day, and not always from the physical and not from my ego, and appreciate, you know, appreciate people that do appreciate me, you know, and be grateful and thankful, and to Spirit that they send people to me that appreciate me, that support me, that admire me, and all this good stuff. Like, it's helpful, and I have to be appreciative of it, because there's times where I get like I don't always appreciate it. I still question it, like why do people, you know, I downplay myself sometimes, basically is what I'm saying. So if you feel like there's people in your life that support you and love you, and even if it's just like little gestures and people like wanting to see you and want to be around you and you don't get it, it's like that's something within the self that you got to see. Like, where am I not appreciating my own self? Like, why can I not accept that I'm a great person, or I'm a good person, or I have good things about myself that other people appreciate and like and enjoy or want to be around me? Like, what is it in me that does not believe in that? Because that's an issue. That's something that we got to deal with. But yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. So I'm going through my journey. I'm just flowing with it. Like, I might think I know at the time. We always think we know at the time. And even if we do, you know, cool. If we don't and we learn that we were wrong, we only knew what we needed to know at the time. We had to go through certain experiences. So I'm learning that too. I'm just being open right now. Trusting my insight, trusting my intuition, trying to be open and receptive to things. Yeah. So we shall see how things unfolds during this year. I hope everybody manifests a lot of beautiful things. I hope that you guys heal and release whatever you need to heal during this Virgo full moon, because I feel like it's very intense. It's very, very, very like relevant and helpful, and like ushering in, like pushing us, like no more games, like let's do this thing, let's not procrastinate anymore, let's do what needs to be done. So I send much love and light to everybody. I appreciate you, and until the next reading, take care.